everyone. Welcome back to our channel. It is a tribe called Dhillon. I'm Angie Dhillon.
And I'm Rose Dhillon.
And I'm Alvin Dhillon.
Back in studio.
Woo, it's a hot day.
It was an intense summer. We're taping right now towards the tail end of summer. It's hot.
It's hot.
But I'm not going to lie. Part of me is kind of glad that summer's over. The summer was really noisy.
Oh, I love summer. I love summer.
A lot of stuff went down this summer. We're going to do a little bit of a recap. Only good stuff, because when you tune into us, we don't want to increase your anxiety. We want to decrease it.
Yeah.
Like namaste.
Yeah.
So we're going to just talk about a few things with what summer brings, like all the noise pollution. And we got to pay a tribute, because this summer we lost a legend, and we lost, for us at least, the three of us grew up watching WWF. Yes, when it was called WWF.
Now it's WWE.
What is it now? WWE?
Yeah, World Wrestling.
Why did they change it? Was it because it's Worldwide Federation of Animals
it was like a
or something?
conflict name with that company that's a non-profit.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, our beloved Hulk Hogan passed away on July 24th at the age of 71. I honestly thought he had another good 10 more years. And I honestly was hoping one day to sit down with him and talk to him and be like, man, you made up a big part of our childhood growing up. And I know people have their own, they're saying their political views about him, but we're not here for that. We're just here to talk about what he did for us growing up as children and why we love Hulk Hogan, and we always will. But let's get into, guys.
The win of the week first.
Oh, win of the week.
Yeah.
Who wants to go? Al?
I have a win. I'm ready.
I did.
Okay. This is really cool. This is, I always say, I go to Al, I'm like, it's God's work. So, I went for a hike. I got COVID over the summer and I got really sick. So I was out for 10 days. And when I finally got better, I was like, I need to go for a hike. So there's this really beautiful, trail that I found, but it's really kind of going into the knee deep of they don't really upkeep here. And so I went last week and I was walking and I just started hearing sounds coming out of the bushes. And I was like, shit, Rose, you need to get mace or bear spray, right? You just never know. I'm always going for these trails. And I didn't take Miko that day, but I went alone. And I was like, I need to get that fast. So I said to myself, make sure when you go home, order off Amazon. But of course I forgot, because I have a million things on my mind. I come home 2 days later and Al's do something. He's like, oh, hey, I bought you something. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, I bought you mace, because you always go hiking. I was like, God's work. I literally just put this out in the universe a couple of days ago that I need to get this. And Al,
what about
she got the one that clips on. I'm like, I was like, if it's too big, she won't carry it. It has to be travel size enough that it clips onto the leash or something. And I go to that one.
Watch her forget to take it with her.
I literally was that day was my aha moment. We're going to protect you today, Rose, because the angels are watching over, but don't keep counting on us. Show up, protect.
What do you think?
We have a surprising large amount of bears here in this North America, Washington stuff. And this is their home, right? Coyotes.
And I always see the deers, always when I'm in the woods and I'm going there, I always see them, but obviously the deers are just not going to, they're more afraid than anything. But I was like, it's just one of these days that a bear's going to come out and I'm not going to be prepared.
And we're going to lose a member of our podcast.
Yeah. So, and I will make sure I carry Miko. He'll be safe. I will make sure I take care of him. But if I at least have the spray, it backs him away. And then it gives me a chance to run out of it, because I can run pretty decent.
At least it makes you feel a little secure too. Exactly. But if there's something else out there too, right?
But yeah, so thank you to my brother, and thank you to the universe was listening.
Safety first.
48 hours later, I got this.
Safety.
What a thoughtful brother. Let's woo.
Very thoughtful. Yeah. He's like, Rod's always hiking. She needs this. I was like, oh yeah.
I'm like, one day, she may not take her cell phone, but at least take the mace with you.
All right, Al, what's your win?
Okay, mine was first time ever. I don't know how. Actually, no, I know how I got here, but first time ever, I was like, you know what? It's like the universe told me, it's like, you need to go take some me time. I was like, I got to that point. I was starting to get angry. I was starting to get frustrated, started lashing out. Felt like I wanted to bitch slap everybody. And I was like, you know what? It's time. It's time to get away. So I went and took some me time. I went up to Penticton, BC. Went and checked out Osoyoos. It was amazing. Just getting away and just chilling out and just relaxing and listening to your own thoughts and just detoxing from everybody, human detox.
Yep.
It was actually
Social
good. And then
media
you need
detox?
a week. After a week, you're like, okay, I'm ready to see people again. But I did learn a lot. If you're going to be taking 1 week vacations, because I don't want to go far, I want it to just be easy. I did drive, and the drive is about 5 hours, but it's not an easy drive. It's a lot of paying attention. Be careful on that curve. You go too fast, you're gonna go into that gorge. It's not easy. But once you get there, it was worth it. Penticton was great. The weather was 37 degrees, but the breeze was so strong. It was 7 degrees cooler. So it was a great breeze. So while I was there for a few days, I was like, hey, this is awesome. I was 37 with this breeze. I can do this. I'm like, I'm already here. might as well go check out Osoyo's. So I was like, it's 1 hour away. Drove up to Osoyo's. As soon as I got in, I'm like, wow, this place looks nice. Got out of the car. I was like, I started like choking. And I was like, what the hell? My eyes are burning. It was 37 degrees and the heat, like the wind was hotter than the heat.
Whoa.
Wow.
And I was like, holy shit. Like I started struggling to breathe. I was like, yo, something ain't right. And then I go inside and everyone's like, oh yeah, this place is like a desert. I was like, dude, I didn't know it was this hot. So I went outside. The most I could do is 20 minutes at a time. I was getting exhausted to the point where like, I'm going to get sick or I'm going to like fall asleep here. Like it was that bad.
Because you're not used to that.
Yeah.
You're not used to that. Yeah.
So it was great. Oh, eye opener, but I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Me time.
Oh, so I've never gone. It's not for me. I know it's not for me. If you're a wine thing and you
They're
don't
like,
mind
it's
the
for
heat,
camping apparently, but I'm like, how are people camping in this kind of heat? Like, and this outside. So like, if you want to go, you say go like May, June. Lessons learned.
What's your win?
My win is I've been feeling really good this summer. I seem to have found a balance between my hormones with my HRT journey, and I feel amazing. I have actually dropped weight. I've been exercising every single day, even on the days that I come home from work. I'm pumped, and I do want to play a song. So I want to say, listen, no disrespect to anybody this generation, but I don't think there's a lot of good music that's out there. I grew up in an era where, make fun of the 80s, make fun of the 90s and the 2000s. I don't care. But we had melody then. And we had, like, nobody was singing about ghosting songs. Like, if somebody was going to ghost you, like, you'd hear a song from Jade, like, don't walk away, boy. Like, they would just tell you what they want. So this song came up in my feed. Okay. And so at every time, now till the end of the year, when we do our episodes, I'm going to play every song that I kind of worked out to.
All right.
And I know
she's going to get us canceled. I know Diddy's case. Angie's about to get us canceled.
And Diddy's case, I know. No, listen.
I can tell.
Listen. Diddy did make some good hits, and I know that his trial concluded in July, but we're not here to talk about that. But this song at every Indian party got everybody going.
Indian reception party is so true.
Here we go.
Ready?
Oh.
This song.
Well, we're not playing this.
We are.
Because you wouldn't write to this part. If you didn't go to this part?
Yeah, it's his part. I'm not going to play that.
Yeah, I'm not playing his part.
Yeah, I'm going to have to edit this part out now.
Here, this part.
I don't know where you stand. Share the special thing called love. Like, look, so simple. I know I do. What about you?
No more dancing.
I need you in my life.
No more dancing. No more dancing. Alvin doesn't want to dance no more.
See, I can't live without your love. I need you in my life. Very simple lyrics that men were saying to women back in the days, and it was a very sensual time, and dating wasn't so hard. Today, men can't even go up to a girl and say, I'd like to take you out for coffee.
So true.
That is the problem, people. Go and listen to this song. It's a Bad Boy Remix 112. And men and women, just go back to love, 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 because there's nothing like love in the world. So
everyone's
these
angry.
songs, yes, and that's what it is. Like, people would just show their emotions
are not
to a
dating
song.
anymore. They don't even date anymore.
Gen Zs don't even know how to talk to each other. That's why, because they're doing this.
They're busy looking at the phone and they're wondering where is everybody?
Swipe. Nothing good ever
they're on
happened
all the dating apps, but no one's connecting. They're all the dating apps, but no one's actually connecting.
Nothing good ever happened through swiping. You have to put action into it.
So true.
Okay, so let's go in. Okay, so summer's over. What do you guys? What do you enjoy about the summer, and what are you happy that's that summer's done?
Okay, I'm not happy that summer's done. I think it's not long enough. I love summer, mostly because the days are longer and the light's out longer. And I'm someone who likes to accomplish tasks in my life. I get like a check marks. So I get more tasks accomplished when the days are longer. So I feel like, June, July, August is just not, I need May, June, July, August, September. I need 5 months of long days to do all the things, and then I can slow down for winter. So there's nothing that I'm looking forward to summer ending.
You're in the wrong city.
I agree with all of that. I would just turn down the heat just a tiny bit, but whatever it is, what it is, I would just step up my AC game instead.
Oh, I don't like it when it's too hot. My thing is when it's too hot, there's not a way you can cool down. When it's cold, you can bundle up. Like, for my favorite time of the year is fall, when the leaves change colors. There's a crispness in the air, and the temperature's like 18 to 20 degrees. Yes, we live in Vancouver. We get a lot of rain, but it's sweater season. It's boot season, which I love, hat season. But if you're hot, you can't cool down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thing is, though, the
Doesn't
amount
get
of
that
things
hot
I
here.
got done in 2 months of
saying.
sunshine,
That's what
it
I'm
probably would have
saying.
got done in 6 to 8 months of
Yeah.
rainy weather.
Yeah.
Because, and then not even
Yeah.
that, the amount of work it would have done for me to just do anything with rain. You're like, I can't leave anything outside.
And I can attest to Al because I came and stayed here on the weekends. Like this guy was like working like 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. like every Saturday and Sunday. I was like, I feel bad. Like, should I be doing
trying
something?
to get out of the hood, man. I gotta do what I gotta do to get out of the hood.
Summer is renovation, a lot of renovation projects, home improvements, things are happening. You know, that's why there's a lot of noise.
Right? It's old, and what are you gonna do? The labor costs are so high. And I feel like as a project, this is kind of fun to me. It's almost like therapy for me. As soon as I get annoyed with something, if I go build something or finish something and I look at it after, I'm like, oh, I feel so much better.
Yeah, I
Then it wasn't
noticed
a
that
total
about you.
waste.
Yeah.
And then it's like not a total waste.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I learned about myself is that the summers in the suburbs, I don't know if I'm a suburb girl anymore. I would like to be having a state property where my neighbors like 10
quiet.
minutes
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
That I agree,
I
with.
agree with
I
that
don't
too.
like
Much
being around
noise.
people
I'm not
because
either. I'm over
it's just
this.
like, and
Yeah.
you don't realize that when you are in an older neighborhood, it's a gate or fact. Everybody around you is going to be doing construction at some point in time in their house.
Yeah.
It's part of the game. But I think we're just, for us, like our area, it's time to move on because it's an older area. It's central, and
time
if they're
to move
making
on.
that area become like a metropolitan center, which is good for home value, but it's not good for like living there because it's quite busy.
This summer, I found it quite noisy in my neighborhood. If it wasn't, and my window was open all night, like the entire summer. So if it wasn't a dog barking, it was a motorcycle screeching, or was it?
And it's hard because you have to leave the window open, right? Because it's so hot otherwise.
And the AC
And you want the
sound.
fresh air.
sound is so loud
But you
that
want
you
the
can't sleep
fresh
with
air
that.
too. That's the
Yeah.
thing. I want that fresh air entering my home.
So for me, I just found like when someone was
It's
screeching.
like I want to be like next to the countryside in the summer, but I just don't want that poo smell from all the farm and the shit next door. Because when you go through like Delta, like fresh in the summertime, it's like fresh poo right in the morning, and then you're like, oh man, it's like living here, but this smell all day, and it's always in the summer.
I'm pretty sure it's not poo.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It's
manure.
Cow
It's
manure.
manure.
Yeah. What is manure? It's all cow poo.
Cow poo.
But you know what's funny?
Poo.
Cow poo.
Before you go to the
Cow
next
poo.
thing, I will say I do agree with Al. Now that I'm getting older, I'm like, I used to see houses out in the middle of Timbuktu. I'm like, how do they live out here? Now I'm like, I want your life.
As long as you're
I
like
want
20,
to.
30 minutes away from a main city, that's all you need. You just need to be a little out from like.
So
And
true.
have you
suburbs.
noticed? I don't know. I think anxiety is probably going to be at its peak in the summertime because there's just so much noise for people.
But what's unreal is
There's
the
a lot
amount
of
of
people.
volume.
I don't like
Yeah.
the volume of people anymore. I
Yeah.
can't do
the
big
sheer
loads of
volume, like
people.
getting to work, and you're like.
And we don't have civilized
But
people
I think
out now
I
anymore.
hate to say it, like the good
Crazy ass
thing is though,
people.
like 3 to 4 years when we're gonna see the difference in here because we don't have enough population to have traffic problems. But once all our infrastructure projects are done, then it's going to be so much better because then people are going to be able to get to where they need to go, not sitting driving on 2
I don't
lane
know.
highways.
I feel like your immigration doors are flooded open. They're just going to keep
There's a lot of
more and more people
but
construction.
coming
they're
in.
actually saying though a lot of
my
people
God.
do come in though. They're not as many people buying cars and driving. They're just choosing to take SkyTrain.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the people in Surrey, they're saying that main corridor of where we live, they're saying 70% of those people that use 120th Street all use public transit.
Thank God.
Only 30% are cars.
Can you imagine if they used cars, how much more congested those roads
So
would
now they're
be?
actually zoning that area to become a metropolitan area. Literally down the
Like
street.
every city should have a proper bus and SkyTrain
Yeah.
system. All right,
Yeah.
go on.
Okay, but you know the one thing that I'm definitely not going to miss about summer? Drum roll. And this summer was the worst. The amount of freaking spiders this summer.
and mosquitoes.
Yeah, you're right.
Every
Such-
2 days, literally, I would go outside my railings in my backyard and my tree and clean off all the spiders and their cobwebs. And I don't know where these mofos would come back from.
You know
and
what?
there was another like string. It was nonstop spider webs this entire, like more than any other year.
I think it was, I'd also noticed this summer, it was a little more humid. A little more
Yep.
damp. Did
Yep.
you notice that?
Yep.
It was a little more humid.
'Cause I
And
saw
think
a lot of,
because I
snails.
just cleaned like the cobwebs too, and I was like, how did you start it up again so fast in like 2 days? Here?
Yep.
Yeah.
I will add to that because the weather's definitely changing. My friend took me to this event with her, a cybersecurity event. It was at the Hart House in downtown Vancouver.
Oh, Hart House
And
is nice.
we were walking inside and I was like, oh, like during the night, I'm like, something bit me. I came home and I had like 30 mosquito bites. Like they attacked me. And then the worst part was like a month later, I went I always go hiking, but like I started wearing compression socks. It bit me through my compression socks.
What?
I was like, how did you get
Wait.
through the compression socks?
That takes you to a funny story then. So when I was in Penticton, right? So it was Soyuz. The first day there, I went outside. I was like, okay, I got to go for a walk and send some heat. Maybe go out slowly and get used to it. So I'm sitting there, and one thing I realized, it only happens like if you pay attention. So they have a lot of nice flowers and greenery. It's like a little, like a circle where it's built around the lake, and it's a path. So like a cement path, grass, like cement path. So one's meant for like mixed use. Someone's on their e-bike and then someone's walking. But they're all lined with fresh grass. And every morning you can see the guy coming out. It's watered. Like this thing is bright green, nice flowers. but you don't realize that thing attracts a lot of mosquitoes. And the thing is, though, mosquitoes are in swarms, right? So you don't see it until you cross into it. So I was walking like this, looking at the lake, I ate those. I ate them. And I'm like, yo, what the hell? And then it's like, you don't notice until you look as you see the sun shining and you're like, yo, they're like every 4 feet along this path. I was like, yo, I can't be the only one that this happened to. I was like, I'm going to sit back here and watch this. Someone's going to eat this too. Yeah, I can't be the only one. So I sat back and waited. I saw a few people going around the corner. I'm like, oh, they'll be here in like 5 minutes by the time this corner. Waited. I'm like, they're walking in and waiting. Same thing. And one person's on a walker. One person... and they're trying to get away. The lady's in the walker. She's trying to rush through it, but there's a swarm. You're being in the swarm. So then I watched another guy biking, walking, goes through it again. And then the swarm slowly moves over, but there's so many of them.
Clusters.
So it was just a matter. And after about 5-10 minutes of watching people get caught in it, I was like, I couldn't watch anymore because I was dying from the heat. So I recorded a few people and then I went back.
You didn't help or warn anybody?
No, I watched that stuff.
Wow.
Because I ate it so many times. You know when it was the worst? At nighttime, when you can't see anything until there's a beam of light going by. Everybody ate it along the way to the donut stand because they were along the way. Every person that was going there, they're like, oh, you see someone like soaking themselves in water. Everybody ate it. A couple of them.
That's awesome.
Well, not only did I have a spider problem, but I had a bee problem as well. Bee and wasp.
Wasp
is here.
that's
Yeah.
a lot of
So
wasp.
Dad came. I mean, now that my dad came out and he blocked off some areas and we sealed off some areas. But man, those little buggers were resilient this summer.
And definitely they say climate change is real because I'd never seen so many snails this summer. Snails usually only show up around November and December.
Your area was
my
damp.
area.
You have a lot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I noticed? You have that area that's a lot of still water. Still water is like breeding ground for mosquitoes. And that area, what they put there, I saw it was a lot of weird stuff there.
I was like, I've never seen that. And then I had rattlesnakes.
A lot of frogs.
I saw so many
too.
rattlesnakes this summer. I was like, what is going on? So
Okay.
all right.
Any reflections on summer as it's coming to an end now?
I love summer. I want it forever.
Yeah,
I want it
know.
6 months of the
This
year.
It
summer
was
was
making
too
me
hot.
realize, okay, we do need season change, but I need 5 to 6 months of sunshine. I need to step my game up. I need to go somewhere warm. I need to go somewhere politically stable. I need to go somewhere where I don't have to worry about myself getting caught up and maybe deported back to Canada.
All right.
The mistake being deported back to
anything
India.
else about summer before we move on to the legend?
That I am a summer girl. I don't need to be out and about all day long. People think like, oh, like, did you go to the beach and spend like 6 hours? Like, no, I went to the beach every day for like an hour in the evening. Like, I don't need it, but I needed to accomplish all my tasks.
I could be near the beach through a window. I'm okay in a window, just enjoying the sunshine.
The amount of books I've read, and people are like, we're reading it in the summer. Yeah, because like I have the energy to just keep going.
I did notice that my joints and muscles were really relaxed and lubricated. They felt really lubricated from the heat.
Also, people I don't notice this, in the summertime, think about how much mental energy you waste on when the weather is not good, of how many things you need before you leave that house.
So true.
And then to plan for, is it cold? Is it warm? All this stuff was like every day I'm going to work. I was like, oh, do I have to take this? Oh, all I need is the polo shirt. I'll be fine.
Summer, we'll go summer. And Angie, maybe because you did start off the episode with saying about Hulk, why don't we just say one nice thing about him?
Okay, so we're gonna continue on with Hulk
do an
in another episode.
Given how much influence he had on my childhood.
So what we decided right now, impromptu, and really it's our channel.
Yeah, we can do whatever we want to do.
So I know in the introduction I said that in this episode we're gonna talk about Hulk Hogan. We're gonna really just kind of tip the iceberg just a little bit, and then we're gonna actually do a full episode because that's how important he was to us. But what did you guys think when you found out that Hulk Hogan passed away?
I was shocked because I know his health was a little bit up and down, but he's the Hulkamania. Like, this guy's been rocking hard for a while. I was like, there's something didn't seem right.
Right.
And then I don't know if you did any more research, but who's it? I don't know if it was Candace Owens or somebody right now recently who started doing some research, Brooke Hogan, and now they're looking into it, and they said it was actually related to a surgery he had done prior, and they had actually severed one of some nerve or something key to controlling his breathing, and they were saying that led to him having the heart attack, because they were saying that I don't know why they didn't want to do an autopsy because they quickly took him away.
Oh shoot!
Whoa!
So there's a big investigation going on now.
I think for me was like, growing up, he meant a lot to us in our childhood. The Hulkamania, the good guy, always triumphs the bad guy. He's a role model. Am I happy about what he did in the last year or two? I don't think that celebrities should just get involved on political either side. I'm not saying just a red side, it's just a blue. Like, just keep your thoughts to yourself because you have got fans on both sides.
Well, how do you really know that person you're vouching for, right? Their
Exactly.
political views could change just like that.
Yeah.
And you've been building your brand for 20 years as being the solid guy that we are like, you're awesome.
Rely on.
And now just in the last couple of years of your legacy, like you're going for, and the guy that you're like, this is who you want to stand by.
Yeah.
You could, if I get stand by, nobody just go neutral. Don't
neutral.
Don't even say, but just be like, I want the best roads to the country.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And so that I think kind of did tainted a little bit for me. But I think one of the things was like, when I didn't really know about like how much brutal like their body goes through before, like when I was a kid watching it. And then when I started learning as an adult, like how much drugs they were taking to like numb the pain, it wasn't fake. The actual, them
It's
slamming
hard.
the back. Like
Yeah.
that's it. So when I found out, he's 71, I was like, okay, well, that's a pretty long time to live if you were in that industry. So I think
Yeah.
I just made peace with like the fact that he took care of himself, but he was being body slammed all the way up until he was, remember when he picked up Andre the Giant?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure that probably damaged his back.
But
Yeah,
but
he
it just
did. He
means
said
so
he had an
quickly,
injury.
So soon,
Yeah.
because he hasn't been wrestling for like 10, 15
But
years.
your body still takes that beating,
It
right?
is,
30
but how
years of
he
that?
passed, I think, though, it wasn't like how some other wrestlers have passed. This was like a sudden, like, like that. What was going on here?
Yeah, I guess it's just, I just thought 71, considering the amount of abuse you put your physical body
Yeah,
through,
I get
for
it.
me was like, okay, like that was like that's a pretty good run. Like if he was like 55, I'd be like, okay, but 71's a good run considering he was in the game for a long time. Yeah.
I still try to
So
look at
rest
his whole
in peace,
legacy,
man.
though. He was
Yeah.
still like
Yeah, rest in
I feel like in
peace.
his heart, he was still a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think, he tried to do the best that he could and tried to be a great role model. And honestly, growing up, we didn't have a lot of role models.
No.
Hulk Hogan was it for us. So it's sad. It is bittersweet. It's almost like when Michael Jackson passed away. And no, I know what people are going to have to say.
You're
I don't care.
right.
I stand true.
Yeah, I
but it's
stand
very
by him.
sad to lose these people that were so monumental in our lives growing up. So we're just going to kind of close today's episode and do come back and check our homage to Hulk Hogan in our next one, because there's a lot that we do want to talk about. So thank you so much for tuning in. It's your favorite trio of siblings signing off. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Bye for now.
Bye.
See you.